Hello lovelies, and welcome to what is my first layout with the Scrapbook Fantasies Sun Lovin collection. I have been very excited for this collection, I will admit. I have been dying for it to arrive. It is summer currently here, so I have a lot of photos that are perfect for this fabulous collection. And normally I've noticed I do a lot of videos of Ruby with my Scrapbook Fantasies collections, but this one today I'm using this fabulous picture of Cooper. So when we go to the beach, Cooper loves to collect shells. Ruby likes to collect rocks, but Cooper loves to collect shells. And this was just a really nice picture that I took of Cooper with what is probably the most perfect shell ever. And in the cut apart pieces, there was a shell that is almost absolutely identical to the shell he had collected. So it was made for it. So I'm going through my my Scrapbook Fantasies stash to see what else I could add, and I was considering some chipboard, but no, I decided not to. But I did want to do something with the background, because so far I've only matted my paper on just another piece of the cut apart sheet, just an offcut, and I really wanted to add something to the background. So I've been making it more of an effort to use up my stash. I have so many bits and pieces that I've never used. And as you can see by the fact that I took this stencil out of its packaging, I'd never used this stencil. I actually have a lot of stencils I have yet to use. And as I was looking for a stencil to use on this layout, I saw this one. I was looking for something that was either like a wave or a shell, and I saw this, and this gives me fossil vibes, but it's, you know, those little shell fossils that you see. I just thought it was perfect. And so I've decided to just put this on my background in a few areas using some Distress Oxide with a blending brush. I'm just trying to add a few little areas, so I'm just trying to match up the stencil a little bit, because I wanted a complete little one of these little snail shell thingies. And so yeah, I really love how this turned out, because I don't use my stencils enough. I really don't. And this year is all about me making an effort to use up my mediums and stamps and stencils. So this was perfect for this layout. I'm just using a bit more of that ink, stamp ink, to add some splatters, and I just do that by smushing the ink pad onto some plastic, adding a bit of water with a fan brush, and then just throwing some splatters on the page. I gotta have a good splatter, and with an ocean picture it kind of works, but I just love splatters. It adds that bit of, you know, haphazard to the layout. I just love splatters. So now I'm going to start building my clusters, and in my kit this month I got we got these really cool chippy strips, and they are a fantastic alternative to using foam dots. If you use foam adhesive to give your layouts and your cluster some dimension, give these a try. I got a cool little variety pack, and they come in different widths. I was going to say thicknesses, but no, not thicknesses, different widths. So you'll see me use a few different sizes. And I've just put some tape down, layered them up, and then use some glue to attach them. It really is good because it gives you that that freedom to move the piece around. You know, with foam adhesive, once you stick it down, it's stuck. If you are like me and never make up your mind about where you want to stick your bits and pieces and want to have a bit of freedom, bit of leeway, that's why this is really good. So I just use some glue on the back, and it gives me that time to move pieces around if I need to. And also in my kit this month, I got these fabulous color cuts, and this was the coral collection, which again was perfect for my all my beach themed photos that I've got happening. And so I'm building two clusters, one with that fabulous shell that matches the shell Coop has in his hand perfectly, and then just another little cluster up the top here. I generally tend to do two clusters, and I like to use my title as that third piece of my visual triangle. Sometimes I'll put a few little sprinkly bits or little dots or something with my title to give it that look like it is that third part of my visual triangle. So before I started my video, I went through my Sun Lovin paper pack and found my fussy cut sheets, and I spent a bit of time fussy cutting some of those elements. So the shells, the starfish, which were in the perfect shade of blue for this layout, which is why I've included them. So I've just gone through and spent some time fussy cutting some of those. and I've put them in a little bag so they stay with my collection of things. So I love that you get the fussy cut sheets in the paper pack. So if you're not really sure and you just want to have a little, you know, experiment into the collection, the paper pack is really good because you will get some of those fussy cut pieces that give you the embellishments for your layout. And that's literally what I've done in this one. These were just fussy cut pieces apart from my coral, which were from the color cuts. Again, color cuts, so much fun. So now, as I have been doing, I've been talking about, I'm all about using up my stash, so I went and found some thickers. I tend to stay away from long-worded titles because I don't want to go through my thickers and see if I've got enough, but I really want to use up more of my stash. So I decided to get 2 different types of thickers, and that's what I've done with my title. I wanted to say what makes the perfect shell, but it wasn't quite going to work and look like the wasn't going to fit. So I changed it to what makes a perfect shell, which I thought was absolutely perfect for this title. And then, you know, I love to add little bits of bling and sprinkly bits to my clusters, and I've been doing that lately by using the sequin embellishment packs that I've been getting. They are fabulous, and a lot of the times color coordinated to the collection, so they're always really good. But yeah, so just adding those in to my clusters, and that's going to be it for my layout. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to share more with this fabulous collection with you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.